So I just finished my box of cereal. I think I need to get another one. Well, I'm here over at Service Foods, and let's go in and see what we want to get. Here I am in the cereal aisle. Alphabets. I don't think I really need to spell. Oreo O's. More like Oreo Nose. Kind of hard to pick out one cereal that I want. There's so many to pick from. So many. I mean, Trix, there's Cocoa Puffs, Reese's Puffs, those are a favorite of mine. Cheerios, you can't go wrong with that, especially blueberry Cheerios. Nope. Nope. Good, but nope. I'd rather not. Alright, I made up my mind. Here it is. Reese's Puffs. Cannot go wrong with that. Let's get it and go check out. And there we have it. The large size Reese's Puffs gonna come home with me. Got some other things too, because I needed a few other things. But either way, let's get back and we'll read our story for today. So now that I'm back home, let's figure out why I went to the store and picked out a new box of cereal. Not just because I needed more cereal, but why did I go and pick out a box of cereal? So our lesson for today can be found in 1 Samuel chapter 16, 1 through 13, or page 130 on our Spark Storybook Bibles. David is chosen. God said to Samuel, "I have a job for you. I want you to anoint a new king. Here's what you need to do. Bring a horn filled with oil to Bethlehem and look for Jesse and all his sons. One of his sons will be the next king." Samuel was afraid that God's job was too scary. The old king was still around, and he was a very mean guy. But God promised Samuel, "I'll help you." So Samuel walked to Bethlehem and found Jesse. "Line up all your sons and let's see who will be the next king," Samuel said to Jesse. Samuel looked at the first son, Eliab, and felt that sure, that God would choose him to be king. Eliab was big and good looking, but God disagreed. Samuel was looking at the outside of Eliab, seeing how strong he looked. God was looking on the inside and did not see the right love in Eliab's heart. One by one, the sons came forward to see if they would be chosen. This one? Nope. Sorry. This one? No. How about this one? Don't think so. Finally, they ran out of sons, except for one, that is. Jesse's son David was outside watching the sheep. They called for him. David came inside, and he smelled a little bit like the sheep, but his eyes sparkled with joy and with love. David was just a boy, gentle and quiet. Samuel tried to see David from outside and inside. This one? A hush fell over the room as everyone waited. "Yes," God told Samuel. "Yes," Samuel told everyone. Samuel poured oil from the horn onto David's head and anointed him with God's love and joy. David would be the next king. We've been talking about Samuel for 2 weeks now, and Samuel played a huge part in today's story. God worked through Samuel to choose the new king, but God had to give the final approval. And as we read, Joshua's first person that he picked was a strong, kind of handsome looking guy. And that's not who God wanted. God looked at what was on the inside, much like we need to do in our daily lives. It's so easy to look at people and go, "Oh, they're pretty," or "They look strong. I want them on my team." But sometimes being the strongest doesn't always mean that you're the best, because it's our heart and our passion that drives us to do these good things. Now, earlier you saw me try to pick a box of cereal, and it's pretty easy when you pick a box of cereal to look at the outside and go, ooh, that looks good, or that color really pops out. But it's what's on the inside of the box that we want. We're not picking it because of what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside. And that's what we should do with our everyday life. We should choose our friends based on what's on the inside. And that's what God wants us to do. And that's why we talked about this story today. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way. From the earth to the cross, my debt to pay. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way. From the earth to the cross, my debt to pay. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. You came from heaven to earth to show the way. From the earth to the cross, my debt to pay. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. Thank you guys for tuning in again this week. We have a special story next week. It's going to involve David, and it's going to be a really cool one. I can't wait to see you guys again. So until that time happens, remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and drink plenty of water. Like always, we'll see you later. Bye now.